guys, my name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome old subscribers, welcome new. And if you like my videos, please do press that like button and please do subscribe. I'm here in my flat in Rochester. Alexa, what's the time, please? Alexa, what's the time, please? So I've got two Alexas. It's the one in the bedroom that's answering me. Alexa, what's the time, please?
The time is 1:01 p.m.
So it's 1 minute past 1 in the afternoon here on a Monday morning. It's overcast outside with slight bits of rain in the air. What have I done since I came back from the co-op? Well, I made myself hot chocolate. I'd got one from Costa Coffee. I drunk that, so I made another one. Hot chocolate. You can get hot chocolate out of the Costa Coffee Express machine in the Rochester Riverside Co-op, which is open till 10 this evening. Very, very handy to get just if you're out of bread or some milk or something. It's open till 10 o'clock at night here in Rochester. So I had my hot chocolate, I had my Victoria sponge, and then about half an hour later the phone went off. I answered the phone, I wasn't on there very long, and then I made a call to the Barclays Bank online banking. I wanted to check my bank balance and check everything was okay. An Asian woman answered the phone, a nice Asian lady with a very, very loud voice. It like echoed in my ear and it's given me a bit of jaw ache. I'm okay, but it was very, very loud. She was really loud. She wanted to verify my identity. I had to tell her my full name. If you use the automated service, you enter your bank card details, basically, and you have to verify it's you. But once you get through to an advisor, some of them still ask extra security questions. So after the phone call, I started to get a pain in my ear and lower jaw. I'm okay because it'll wear off, but I take painkillers. I sat down and I thought, I feel like watching a film. So I had suggestions. My Alexa app gave me suggestions of what to watch. So this film came up called Blue, B-L-U-E, and I started watching that. And then there was no warning of it. She started talking about suicide. This woman was talking about how she tried to commit suicide like years before or something. So I thought, right, that's not a good idea to watch something like that if you suffer from severe depression. So I switched that off and I thought, right, I want something to cheer myself up. So I normally listen to music, I like Imagine Dragons and Madonna, old 80s music, a bit of Phil Collins if I'm in a mood for soft music, a bit of Phil Collins. So I'd gone into the co-op this morning, I got my Victoria sponge. Kim had said to me that Charlie had come in there saying that he was sorry and that I'm quite welcome to go around there for a cup of tea. And we had a chat and I just got my bits. I walked out of the shop and I came home. So I was sat down after having my hot chocolate and Victoria sponge, and the post lady rang my buzzer and she was dressed like a schoolboy. So she had a pair of grey trousers on, a pair of knee-high socks, flat shoes, and she rang my buzzer. She was indeed dressed like a schoolboy, short cropped hair, grey pants to the knee, knee-high socks and flat shoes. And she said to me, Crystal, would you like me to send your parcel up in the lift? So So she rang my buzzer. I already had jawache. That set it off worse. So I said, yes, please send it up in the lift to me. I went out of my flat into the corridor and waited for my parcel to come up in the lift. And the parcel was this grey parcel. Grey parcel, Royal Mail 48, large letter, 335 grams. And Marks and Spencer's purple capri trousers. That's what's in the parcel. Marks and Spencer's. There you go. That's a better one. Marks and Spencer's purple capri size 16 trousers, capri pants. I'm not wearing shorts today. I'm wearing my black fitness leggings. They're like for jogging. So I haven't been wearing shorts today. So these are the purple size 16 capri women's trousers. Right. They're for men. So I undid the parcel. I've tried them on. They fit. They're very nice. And I'm not feeling miserable. I'm not feeling angry. I'm neutral. And I'm just here in my flat, taking life as it comes, because there is no point in getting cross or angry for no reason. It doesn't do anybody's health any good. I don't smoke. Like most teenagers, when I was 16, I experimented with a packet of Rothmans. I took a packet of cigarettes to my nan and granddad's while I was staying overnight with them, and I tried and experimenting with smoking. And I didn't get the gist of it, I didn't like it, and I never tried to smoke again, really. All I know is that smoking can cause severe damage to one's body. It can harm the lungs, it can cause breathing difficulty, it can make your teeth go black and stained, it can melt your teeth, you can lose your teeth, and you can get lung and heart problems from smoking. And some people that have been subjected to passive smoking, it can cause them harm as well. So if you smoke over somebody, passive smoking can cause problems for other people. Passive smoking is inhaling smoke from people that smoke, not inhaling it into your body yourself, but inhaling smoke from other people can cause people harm. That's why do you think people have banned smoking from inside hospitals, and they've banned smoking from several areas? Because if you go back years and years and years ago and look up Roy Castle, he died because of cancer from passive smoking, inhaling smoke from other people. Because back in the day, and I remember it, walking into pubs with my mum and dad, and you couldn't see people for the smoke. It was like you'd go into a pub and there was like a fog of smoke, and kids would walk into it because kids were allowed into pubs back in the day. So we have come far, and we're protecting children from second-hand smoking, and children can't buy cigarettes and alcohol like I could when I was a young child. I could walk into a newsagent at 10 years old and younger and buy cigarettes from my dad and alcohol. You can't do that now. But smoking is bad. I don't smoke. I drink socially. I'll have a sip of something, but I don't really like alcoholic drinks. I don't like being out of my head. I don't like not being able to be in control of my actions, and therefore I don't do it. I don't do drugs and I don't drink, and I might be boring and I might be sensible, but that's me, and I'm not changing myself for anybody else. But the effects of smoking are awful, but then life for some people is awful, and smoking helps them overcome it. So what other people do is their business, but I just don't choose to soften my hard life with drugs and alcohol. I listen to music. I used to get angry, and now I'm realising that the stress can cause problems as well. So I'm trying to keep myself below the stress level that makes me start getting het up, wound up, and then I start to get heart palpitations and almost collapse. Alexa, LBC Radio.
LBC London from Global Player.
We're not getting an awful lot from the airline. We've just had notification that they are accepting transfers if you get an illness flight, but obviously everybody's heading to the airport trying to get out. And I'm now seriously worried. I'm trying to keep it away from my daughter, who's hidden in the room at the minute. And just because I can see the only way off this island is on the boat. And that is not being dramatic. That is being serious. We've had friends who they were taken to the beach on Saturday down near Kiatari, and they ran for coaches. I've heard of people hanging onto bin wagons. It is very, very scary.
And when you talk there about people going to the sea, are they just trying to make their own arrangements in boats that they can get hired with a person to pilot it and just take them away somewhere?
Well, I don't know that, because we're in Faliraki, so at the moment there is a state of calm. But then, as I say, we just got an emergency alert through the phone an hour ago. And quite frankly, it's very difficult knowing where we can get any advice. So we've had a few phone numbers that have come through from Chewy today, but they're more about if you've lost your documents and, they were in one of the hotels that's burnt down, where to get support.
What about consular advice and things like that? I mean, I'm not saying you can necessarily get to a consulate, but are you hearing anything or looking at the Foreign Office website and that kind of thing?
Yeah, I've spoken to the consulate, and they said that they didn't have any information. They didn't know about the flights, what the detailed flights were, if they were putting more flights on. So we've got no numbers to ring, but the only number I've got is our holiday company. We just won't put the phone up.
Well, to reassure you a little, a senior minister in the Foreign Office has been saying on radio this morning, including here on LBC, that his understanding, and I suspect there's more communication going on between government and the carriers now, the airliners. His understanding was that more of them were sending out empty planes to pick people like you up, Carol.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, I mean, that doesn't mean you can just drive now and get one. I appreciate that, but just to reassure you that it's not totally. It doesn't seem to be totally inactioned at this end.
We have a flight, as I say, booked for evening. Or it just depends what happens on the island in terms of the travel of the fire. And quite frankly, I don't think anybody knows, because the winds have whipped up. They've started boarding the outdoor bar. It looks as though they're strengthening it because I think there's going to be storms. So it's just
Which is all you need. Yeah.
It's like a movie.
Yes, yeah. Oh, that you don't want to star in, for sure. And you mentioned your daughter there. It's just you and your daughter, is it?
And my daughter's 16.
Right, okay, so yeah. You don't want to frighten her, obviously, but at least she's not like a little baby, and you know, you can handle things more easily, can't you? I really wish you well, Carol. Thank you for speaking to us. We'll keep in touch with you, and any information we get, we'll pass on to you as well. Thank you, Carol. Carol Brown, a British woman who flew out to Rhodes on Saturday for a holiday with her daughter. We'll talk to a correspondent from Reuters who's been covering the fires from all sorts of different angles and joins us live from Athens in a moment. Really keen to hear from you. If you're caught up in this, and maybe you've got home since then, maybe you decided against travelling off your own bat and didn't wait until the airline cancelled a flight perhaps, or maybe like me, for somebody that you know and love out there, you've been making calls this end to try to work out what the heck is going on. 0345 6060 973, the number to call. You can text 84850 or tweet at LBC. And does all of this make you think we should start thinking again about what we do with our summer holidays? 0345 6060 973, the number to call. You can text 84850 or tweet at LBC. It's 1:16.
This is LBC. Tom Swarbrick, Monday to Friday from 4 p.m.
This Rwanda policy will end up living solely in the mind of Suella Braverman, because surely there is no way that even the most hardened